Hello, welcome everybody. How are we doing today? Chat, everyone good? Everyone good? Who do we have in here? Peace Soup, welcome. Off. Do you really need to do those awkward faces? You know what I feel? You know it took me a very long time to put the stupid faces onto the thumbnails, but the stats show it works. We are getting more viewers since I put my stupid face on the screen. So, unfortunately, yes, I do need to do the awkward faces. At least, yeah. Um, it apparently works. Mido, welcome. P, Jordan Clark, Elias, Alessio, Killzil, Joop, satisfying beauty. I was in a long position, but what? Swooping Hawk is here. Greg is here. Discount code for what? Heisenberg, George, Nicholas, Casey Crypto, Thomas, Illyrium, and Eric Chan is here. All right, cool. Welcome everyone. How are we doing? So, Bitcoin. We'll start with that. So we had that little dip that took out the local lows. This is what we were looking for earlier. Okay, we wanted these lows to be taken. I think this was too much of an easy trade. So as an SFP of the lows. So if we just look at what happened, we lose the daily open. I think most people, I was keeping an eye on like crypto Twitter and stuff, and and there was a lot of expectation that, okay, we're just going to take the lows and then we're just going to pump. I'd rather see it go a little bit deeper, or at the very least just see that absorption here, just to kind of scare people out a little bit before we get a bounce. So we are seeing that. I haven't yet entered a long position off of this. I would like to see it go lower, and I would like to see it enter the green box. So we have the previous day open, that's our new daily level. We've also got the naked session POC. So if we do go down into the previous day London POC, we've also got the previous day London VWAP close. We've also got the previous day value area low, all within that area of the chart there, and previous day EQ. Now we have just hit previous day EQ. So that's the midpoint of the range from yesterday, obviously. And we have hit the previous day VWAP close. So this is enough for myself, or it could be enough, but I've not yet taken a position off of this yet. So that is, yeah, that is my position on the position, I guess. Pea soup, yes, maybe there is a harmonic forming. You could either draw it from high, low, something like that, or we could get something along these lines. And yeah, there's multiple options here. Swooping Hawk will be the one to tell you what exactly we are looking at in terms of the harmonics at the moment. But yeah, we've had a drop down. This was to be expected. You can see here, nice level. Okay, previous day V up close, there it is, lines up perfectly. And previous day EQ, which is not one I have on my chart. I think actually this that's just showing Monday. I've been using this a little bit more. There we go, previous day mid. That's the one that you want, right? So these are just, I'm sure everyone's aware of the spaceman levels. I don't like to use them too often because it gets a little bit messy, but you get the idea. Okay, previous day mid, all there with clearly the London low because we are still in the London session, and that is what we have had a bounce off of so far. But if we're still below this 19,250 level, then I'd really like to see just one more push down into the lows. It might go that deep, I'm not really feeling it, but one more push down and then we can reverse things later on. The nice thing about this, so the nice thing about the move that we had down was it was at 130. That is when I typically would look for a pivot. Okay, so I typically look for the market to pivot at 130 going into the New York session, and then maybe we can come back and we can take that on the New York Open. So yeah, it's been decent. If anyone did take a long from there, I absolutely Well done. Yeah. So that would have been a nice long, and the stats, yes, the stats do tell you that would have been a good position. You want to get the timing of it correct. Okay, so if you look at the timing, it's in the right area there, and you want to get the level correct, and there is confluence at that point. So we shall see. We'll watch as this progresses. If we can get one more move down just to go for that long that we take into the New York session, then fair enough. But yeah, having a bounce from here, I mean, you literally could have got that to the dollar, previous day EQ to the dollar there, and you've had a scalp off of that straight away. So that's really, really nice. So again, just bringing on the levels here, and you can see, yeah, previous day EQ, $1.5 ahead of where we actually ended up. So really nice trade for anyone who did take that. I didn't. So there we go. But let's see what happens. Let's see if we can come up towards the VWAP here. Let's see maybe if we can come up towards the session VWAP and the session POC, which is a little bit higher. So we're looking at a move at this point, 19,300. Then maybe we can just get that final flush down before we get a bigger move to the upside. So that's what I'm eyeing at the moment. I missed the long. I posted the long in the Discord. I was like, you know what time it is, you know what to do, but I didn't take it myself. So yeah, that's that. Anything else on Bitcoin? No, we'll leave Bitcoin for now. I'm just going to set some alerts because we have still half an hour to go until the New York Open. Yeah. So session POC, that's showing all the way up here. I'm just going to put an alert, 19,300, because if we get back above 19,300 and can hold, then I think maybe that invalidates any idea of going lower. And then if we do just take out 19,120 again, that being the low that we've just come into, okay, then that gives us reason to be looking for another long here. I'm going to delete these alerts because these are from yesterday. So that's Bitcoin. Joshua, I took an ETH long, nice. I haven't traded ETH for a few days now, so we can have a look at ETH in a bit. Let's get rid of the fibs because they don't really mean very much either. And I guess we can just have a scan across the markets whilst we wait for alerts to be hit. I mean, this is gonna hit my alert, isn't it? It's literally just about to hit my alert. So let's just see what happens. Potential to short this, if you are looking for lower again, this is about where you'd want to see that rejection coming in. So yeah, back into the POC. Okay, daily point of control, session point of control. Daily POC showing up here on the volume chart, but that's okay. Session POC is decent enough. Immediate rejection off of that. Cool. There it is. Okay. Let's move this onto the 5 minute just so we can get a bit more so we can see this a little bit more clearly. But hey, look at that, 2 trades straight away, long and a short. That's your move. 19,300. It hasn't hit the alert, so it never actually properly touched it. And you've got trap shorts there. Okay, because this has got very heavy negative delta, see? So this is the POC of the session, and it's on heavy negative delta. So you do have not trap shorts, it'll be trap longs. You do have shorts there, so this will be defended. And that's kind of the case, right? So we do have shorts within that level here. So that is starting to build. That will, yeah, likely be defended. I was thinking it would be nice. It'd be nice to have some trap longs there. That would be better. I'm talking nonsense. Negative delta on that at that level though. So yeah, fair enough. Okay. Umar, have you checked out DXY and pre-market ES? I have, but I will check that again. we'll go over onto that one. So yeah, we'll just wait and see what happens here. We've had a little rejection off of the POC. We're still looking for a move down into the little green box here. And this so far is, you would consider, a swing failure pattern of the lows. So a few things going on. Okay. You don't have an immediate close back above. It took some time down there. But if this can continue to hold above 19,250, then it would be a swing failure pattern of local lows, and you would be targeting back up towards the highs again. So let's see. If we are to get a bounce at this stage, I fully expect, I do expect to move up throughout this session, to be honest. That is what I'm looking for, so I am looking for longs as we are here. So this being ABCD. I mean, actually, that's a really nice ABCD. There's your A, your B, close enough to your 618. So if we can bring that down into the 1.618, that would be wonderful. So let's just go 618 off of here, because then that gets our ratios all nice and correct. So that could be where you'd look for the short, and then you're looking at the daily level. So it's still the same thing, right? You're still looking to reach a tiny bit lower. One more sweep of the lows before we do get a reversal there. Then you've got a corrective pattern from here, and then from that, you could basically look at your expansions higher, which hopefully, let's say we do come down into the daily level, and we can go for the extensions, then we do have the 1.618 that would be leading us roughly, I mean, even from here, you're leading that into the NPOC from yesterday, okay? So you're looking at 20k, 20,200 as the level to be aiming for from any long positions at the moment. Okay. So that gives you your resistance. And then we've just hit the support, but if we can get one more sweep of the lows before that, then that'd be good. If this does start to break down, okay, so if this does start to break down, it wouldn't look good. So I mean, you could go into weekly open again, because we did have this going on yesterday. So we could test back into there again, so back into the weekly open 18,800, which does take us down. We do have 18,900, 18,850 as those session POCs. Okay, so we could go lower than that, but if we do start to drop beyond this here, so beyond that 18,800 to 18,900, then I'm looking at lows being taken again. So it's a level to level thing. We'll see how this gets on. And I will now stop talking about Bitcoin, because that's it, right? That's it. That's everything we need to know for now. Any more questions on Bitcoin, and I will go and start to look at the rest of the market. Did everyone follow? Does everyone understand what I'm looking at? Because I never know if I explain this clearly enough. I'm just talking to myself. So, do you all know what I'm talking about, or does anything need explaining again in more detail? I've given the resistance. I've given the local support. I've given the deepest level in which I think things could go. I've given the current resistance that we want to see that just gets that final rejection to take the lows, and then we can reverse it. So I think we're all covered, right? Also, check out the chat, because P and Sweeping Hawk are both working very hard, giving you all the links and everything that you need to know. So, yes, please do hit the like button. We've got 128 viewers in here. So this is the thing. When I put my face, my stupid face, on the thumbnails, we tend to always have over 100 viewers on the stream. If I don't use my stupid face on the thumbnail, we have less. So it must be something to do with the YouTube algorithm that likes my stupid face. So yeah, I will continue to use my stupid face. And maybe, I saw the comment earlier on from Alan, what if you get a dog or a cat to do a stupid face? What's the stats on that? Maybe we should test that. I have plenty of pictures of Poppy and Luna, so maybe I should put their face onto it, and maybe they should take a stream one day. They have featured on these streams before, so Maybe, maybe I should do that one day. Liquid, just long everything. Recession is over as of today. Well, I'm looking for longs, so if a recession is over as of today, then that's looking good. Right, okay, what? Enough, Bitcoin. Shut up. DXY had a bounce after the break of structure yesterday. Okay, so simple market structure. This low took out this high. See? Higher low, higher high. Break of structure. Well, not break of structure. There's a break of structure. Change of market structure. Okay, so the market structure has shifted from being bullish. Okay, lows, highs, lows, highs, lows, highs, lows, highs, switch. Coming back in. That's about your 0.5. So you come back into around about the midpoint of that switch. And can we get a move down, which would probably take us into about back to 110, because 110 is a really, really important level. So if we are to get a rally off of this, then I'm looking for 110 on the DXY. I really don't think there's anything. It doesn't really need to say much more than that. 110 was such a huge resistance for a long time, because that takes us back to like the huge level. If we look on the monthly, okay, it takes us back over into taking out that high, which it was working at doing for ages. Okay, so 110 it was looking at for a very, very long time. And we spent, well, it felt like a long time. It wasn't really a long time. We've just taken out 19,300. So let's monitor that in just a second. But yes, DXY, I'd look for that to test back in to 110. And then I would be looking potentially at making the yearly level. So you come into 110, you maybe come and visit the trend line again, you maybe spend some time down here, and then you're going to go for the yearly level, I think probably next month. Okay, so that ideally is an uptrend. It's a very clear uptrend that we're seeing on the DXY. So I think you'd have to assume that if there is a pullback, that's where we're heading into, is that 110 area, and then we can look for a move up to 116.4, the yearly level after that. So that kind of thing. Okay, that kind of thing. I will leave that on the chart for now, and people can screenshot this for prosperity, so that when it inevitably happens, if it ever does happen, then we can all brag about it. Like, everyone draw this on your charts, and then you can be like, look at this, exactly as predicted, meh. Yeah. Mr. Fry, hey bro, still on for 3k BTC against 55k? Of course I am. If we have a global economic meltdown, I'll be shorting it all the way, so I'll have plenty of Bitcoin to send you if it does go down to 3k. That would be a very cheap bet for me to fulfill if Bitcoin does go that low. And if Bitcoin ends up at 55k, then I'll happily take 55k off of your hands. So yes, of course, that is there. That is a very risk-free trade for myself. Eyes on 19.9k BTC for today. Yep, that is the same as myself. So that goes back to, yeah, literally goes back to what we're looking at, right? Oh no, this is 18.9, and then we're looking up higher. But if we do get that further move to the downside. What is it I'm looking at again? I just told everyone, right? It's it's the MPOC 2175. Would be good for myself. So that's DXY. Not much has changed here. French Bull, that bet sounds better than an options trade. I know. It's great, because at this stage it's probably 50-50. We don't know yet. We're all being played. Like, literally, we are all being played by the powers that be. It's like, oh, inflation's going crazy, and then everyone gets like, starts just pooing their pants, and then they start printing again, and that causes somehow numbers of inflation to go down, even though it shouldn't, but it does. And then the interest rates and everything, we are all getting completely played by the powers that be. So we do not know if we're heading in for carnage, global economic meltdown, complete turmoil, or if this is the soft landing that they're all trying for and that everything is going to be okay. Are we seeing that? So it's really impossible to tell. There is nobody that knows unless you are in power. No one knows unless you're in the government and you're the one controlling those decisions. So all we can do is trade at level to level. So as a 50-50 bet, I mean, if it's a global economic meltdown, we're probably going to 3K. If it's not, then I'm fairly sure we're going to see 55K at some point over the next year. So yeah, I'm happy. Anyway, I'll stop talking about that. On to the S&P 500. Took local lows at 1:30 p.m. How many times does this have to happen before people just understand that it works, right? It just simply works, and it's really, 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 really easy. And I didn't trade it today, even though it's really, really, really easy. 1:30 p.m. Like almost every single day, you take out a local low and you reverse it. It happens so often. Every time I do these streams, I'm like, who took the 1:30 p.m. trade? Who took the pivot at that trade? So if you take out a local low and you're taking liquidity at 1:30 p.m. or around that time, like it has to be close to it. I don't know why that's in the wrong zone. But as long as that's around that, this is UK time. By the way, look, S&P 500's got a 0.7% bounce off of that. 1:30 p.m. UK, so that would be, we're +1 UTC. So yeah, UK times. We're UTC +1 over here. So 12:30 UTC. Stephen, no, don't tell everyone because then it will stop working. It will, yeah, but then we'll figure out something else, won't we? And it will work. So it's all good. I'm happy enough with that. I can go over an example like recently. What time was this? Oh, that was an hour later too. Oh, no, there we go. Look. Okay, so here. So this is the S&P. What happens? You take the high, 145. So within 15 minutes from that, you have the pivot. Yes, you come and take that after the New York open, which again is still what I'm expecting. Okay, I'm still looking for the lows to be taken once more. You go back to the previous day over here. Nothing really there. You go over here. You have that local high being taken, which leads to a move down. So again, you're just looking locally, right? So 115, and then you go into 130, takes out the high, and then you get the move down, which comes and takes out the low. So yeah, that's basically it, right? That's basically the idea, and that's on the S&P. It works really nicely on the on Bitcoin as well. Okay. So yeah, the SPX, because of what's just happened, because of taking that low, again, where are we here? We've come back into the golden pocket. So it's not really a trade for me, this. I'd like to see lows taken once more. Maybe lows taken on Bitcoin, but not on the S&P. What am I trying to draw here? That one. Yeah, so you come into the 702, 618, 702, 786. You come into that. If we can get a pullback into... I always do that. We can get a pullback into here, and maybe Bitcoin comes and takes out the lows, and then we're looking at that kind of reversal off of the S&P 500. Nasdaq took the lows 1:30 p.m. That means dollar would have taken local highs. It didn't take local highs, but you had a bounce around there. You got this little gap on the DXY there. So maybe that comes down just fills that little gap momentarily, and then we can see if it can get another move up. It doesn't have to. It's basically the euro dollar anyway that gives you the DXY. So the euro dollar does have a gap there. And because this is like 70% or something of, so the DXY basically, you're essentially just trading the euro dollar inverse, because it's about 70% of the actual data that is on the dollar strength is coming from euro, and then the rest of it is made up of the GBP, and then you have everything else underneath, so Swiss franc and Japanese yen and all of those kind of things. But it's mainly the inverse of the euro dollar. So if euro's weak against the dollar, then DXY is going up. If euro's strong against the dollar, then DXY is coming down. You can trade them both together. There's a correlation there, almost the same as it with Bitcoin to the S&P. And on the euro dollar, it's had a break of market structure, come back into the 0.5, and you're getting a move up. The DXY had a break of structure, come back into the 0.5, and you're getting a move down. You see how similar it is. And yes, of course, you can trade these assets such as Euro USD, GBP USD, good old cable, GBP Euro, USD JPY, the S&P 500. You can trade all of those on PRIME XBT, and we do have some good offers available on that P has posted, and that is in the description below. So if anyone does like to trade these legacy markets but still wants to do that with crypto as collateral, so using USDT for example as collateral, then you can trade the Nasdaq, you can trade gold using your USDT or your Bitcoin as collateral on that. So yeah, that's very, very good. When draw what, Pop? French bull is bullish on this Swiss franc. Yeah, so if I go CHF USD, switch it round, then that would mean bullish. Yeah, that's good. I would also be bullish on the Swiss franc. Swiss franc. But I really wanted to see the day where like the pound, the euro, and when draw on PRIME XBT. Yeah, good point. When draw. I will I mean, we can do a draw for that now actually. Maybe I will give away last call. Okay, we're just going to do this because let's have a look at the open, and then we're going to run a competition for $250 on PRIME XBT. Okay? So then I can go into a bit more detail on it, because I keep forgetting this stuff. There's so many things that I have to do and I keep forgetting. So Pop, thank you for reminding me. We will do a $250. There's 1,000 in total, but we'll do the first quarter of that today, because I did promise that I would do that this month, and it's almost at the end of the month. So I'll figure this out. I'm just going to make it up as I go along. We will do a draw today. P, you ready? I don't know how we'll work it yet. I'll figure it out. New York Open coming up. There it is. Gap down. So I've got an alert on that. Thanks, Trading Geek. It always does that. Whenever I move anything, it always just sets the alert off. Save. Okay, redo that alert. Forget the alert. Delete the alert. Is anyone else having this bug on TradingView that every time you set an alert, create, it just goes off immediately? Like literally straight away. Why? Can anyone help me fix this? Devs, do something. I can't have this continue to happen. Anyway, that's your New York Open. See, this is working okay yesterday. Yesterday it was the BTC pair that was being temperamental. Today it's the other pair that's being temperamental. Yeah. All right. So we are back above here, and we've actually had the open that's holding. So let's see if like 19,200 can hold. If we do start to see some absorption with maybe some negative CVD coming into that, then maybe I would continue to look higher up into the VWAP. At this point, I think it's difficult to long here. I still really I just want it to come down here, just a little bit lower. I really would love to see it just go a little bit lower, but I was getting a bit greedy. That was such a nice, look at it. That was such a nice example. Drop in open interest as you take out the lows. Then you come down and you take it out again without as much of an effect, with the delta continuing there. And then you have the buying starting to flow into the market. So you can see it's really clear, okay, heavy negative delta coming down with stops being hit. Okay, so you have those stops getting hit, that drop in open interest. If you look at the net longs as you're coming down there, you can see that they're closing, and you can see the shorts then closing out afterwards. Shorts have had everything that they needed to do at that point. That's so often what you see. So the shorts close out, they've done the move, they're happy, and then you start to get the buying start to flow in. Now I did miss it. So I actually missed this opportunity. You did come and take the lows again locally before getting that reversal. So I would love to see a move down to previous day open, but as a trade, I should have been a little bit more just sticking to what I know and sticking to what I like. That was at the right time. It was at 1:30 p.m. It was an hour before the New York Open. We've had like a 1% bounce off of that. So, yeah, like literally everything you want to see has happened at that stage. Now we're starting to get the longs opening up into the highs, or the longs closing. My apologies. The longs close. I'm mixing it up. The shorts closing into the highs. Okay, you can see positive delta with a drop in open interest. So the shorts starting to close out, which shows that there was that little bit of a squeeze. Can we come down? Can we come back down and hit? But yeah, previous day EQ was really good. So just got to wait now. We have 80% set up. Tejas. Not on Bitcoin, do we? Guess it depends. I guess it depends where your value area is showing. Okay, because for me it was showing the value area up at the highs. Okay, and this is what I'm going from the TPO. But I can definitely imagine that a lot of you guys would have a value area down here somewhere, because we had quite a lot of volume during the day yesterday, and on the S&P we do have the 80% setup in place. So if we do go over back onto the S&P again, let me just explain for those of you who haven't yet seen. Open outside of value area. Okay, you're coming back into it. You've tested value area high a couple of times, but you still have the 80% setup in play if we do get that acceptance below. I don't know. Yeah, see, this is showing as inside value area. That's showing as inside value area. That's not. So on spot, you do have it, which could be significant. So we do now have acceptance 1, 2 candle closes back inside value area high on Coinbase. Take it as however, right? Okay, so that is I mean, we had that yesterday, it didn't play out. We've got it today. We are seeing now that rejection, but we've got a lot of support below us before we get into that POC, and certainly before we get down to the value area low, because if you're looking at that lower value area, that takes you right down to yesterday's low, which I think is unlikely. We are getting a bit of a pullback though, so this is okay. It's a tough one. It's a tough one to call. So yeah, if any of you guys like have no idea what I'm talking about right now, I do have a video on this, so just search through my videos for the 80% setup. Okay, it's there. It's from last year sometime. So if there is anyone that's new to the channel, take a look at that video. Take a look at my video, no one else's. You got to look at my video so you understand how to trade it properly, and that will give you an idea of like literally what it is that I'm talking about. So yeah, and also we're still on 56 likes. We've got 141 viewers in here, so 100 likes please. And whilst we are at that 100, whilst I'm waiting for 100 likes, I am going to show everyone, because I've set the alerts. We don't need to know anything else that's going on right now. I am going to go and I'm going to show the website. So anyone that is new to the channel, please do go check out tauruscrypto.com. Okay, Sweeping Hawk has just posted the 80% video in the chat. On fire. Thank you, thank you. Do go check out tauruscrypto.com. Okay, so you can learn more about ourselves and our community. You can then learn more about the crew. So within the crew membership, we do live trading rooms. Okay, we've got one today with Randall and with Sweeping Hawk for the Asia Open. I ran one yesterday for the New York Open. So now, but yesterday I ran one yesterday, and this is looking at live trading. We got a really nice trade off of the New York session yesterday. That went quite well. It was again just a scalp trade from taking highs as we came into New York, and then we got a pretty decent pullback from that. We've got tons of educational content. Okay, we're releasing new educational content like all the time. So Sweeping Hawk has given her harmonic series, which honestly is the most detailed videos on harmonics that you'll ever see. French Bull on Elliott Wave as well, like massively detailed. With Luxury, here's stuff on order flow, which is amazing. And then of course we've got Randall that posts stuff as well, so there's like tons and tons of educational content. We've got the playbook strategies, so the 80% setup is one of our playbook strategies. We've also got like 15 others, and we're still adding to those. Luxury's got one coming soon with his trapped value area setups, so this will be an additional playbook strategy. And so these are just simple trades to follow, like blueprints almost in which to follow trades. So if these are if these conditions are met, then this is where you're looking to enter a trade, looking to exit a trade, looking to take profit, looking for your invalidation. So very simple playbook strategies. We've got resources there, so all of the templates that you see in the background. So that's the TradingView chart. I always do this. I always end up back on TradingView, but we have these templates available for the crew to use, and they give you all of like the really important levels and everything. So that's there within the crew section. We've got setups, so we're giving trade setups. I'll go over the Atom trade that I'm looking at the moment and a couple of others because I know Atom was requested. An amazing community. We focus on low risk and high reward setups. So we have a very, very strong focus on getting those entries that give you very high probability success rates. Okay. Basically, like most of the trades we take, we know 80% or more effective, okay? At least in getting a scalp. We know they work and we know that they're profitable. We have partnerships, we have 24-hour support, we've got our moderators who are amazing. So do go check out the website, and then there is more information on the crew if you do go and kind of scroll through here, and this gives you a little bit more information on all of that kind of thing. Okay, so that is the stuff with the crew. Now, the other thing I did want to say, we're only at 77 likes, so I'm going to keep going until we hit 100, and I'm going to explain the PRIME XBT things. So PRIME XBT, let me bring back up the website. I don't think I'm logged in to PRIME XBT. But this is another exchange that we're using. Everyone knows that we use Bybit. Okay, if you don't know that we use Bybit for trading crypto and stuff, then get with the times and start trading on Bybit and use our link and all of those kind of things, because it's the best exchange for crypto. But PRIME XBT is great, okay, because you can trade, here we go, markets. So you can trade Forex on this using your USDT or your Bitcoin or your Ethereum as collateral. What's happened? Hey, we taking the lows. All right, let's try and get this long. All right, hold on. I'll get back to Prime XBT in a second. We have hit the green box. So we have hit the green box. We're now into the New York session. I mean, it's close enough to the green box. Let's remove the green box and let's actually look at what's going on here. So previous day open is what we're looking for. That's the previous week EQ. So you've had that scalp off of the lows and, oh, can it just go a tiny bit lower? A tiny bit lower. I guess this was a bigger drop down that we've had here. So this is now the right point. 19,100 to 18,900 is that zone. Okay, there's so much going on within this zone here. So you've got previous day open down towards your session POC. This is where I wanted to look for longs. All right, so now we've hit into that. And again, only needs to be a scalp for now, okay? Only needs to be a scalp. So all we're looking for is that like 0.5%, those moves, just give you that bread and butter trading for the day. That's what we want. We've not got it yet. We've not really had any real reason to enter off of this. It might be another case where it just comes away, like pulls away from us. But yeah, you've had the drop in open interest. That's decent. That's a good start. So over on here, have we had the drop in open interest over there? Yes, we have. But we're not really seeing that much of a reaction there. We did have some buying volume start to come in immediately off of that. So let's just see if this can just hold on a minute. Come into here. And then we might get an entry off of this. Problem is, it's a wide area that we're looking at. Yeah, it's quite a big area that we're looking at here. I am preparing to take a long. And am I going to take... Oh, I haven't even got my chart up yet. Don't do this straight away. There we go. That's a bit of volume. Okay, cool. Getting a bit of volume down at those lows now. What is the S&P doing? So that's the level that's been hit. And now you're into the right area of the chart. So at this point, I want to see a bit more confirmation that we're actually going to reverse here. Let's get a bit of volume coming in. If we can go deeper into 18,900, that'd be great. The right point here. Again, often you could just look at this as like fill at limit and see how you go. Still not looking like amazing. Where's S&P coming down to? Alright, you're hitting into some nice stuff down there as well. Let's try and get that. And this is what I mean, low risk, high reward. Okay, so you're just allowing it to drop at this stage. You're just allowing that price to move down. The lower it moves down, the less the risk, okay? Because you're getting a long from a lower entry. So you almost just want to be able to snipe into that. Previous week POC. And that's better. There you get a bit of spike. So actually that point there... No, still going. Okay, now I've taken a long. All right. So, okay, I'm in a long position. Just basically, we've just got a flutter of volume in there. This is the area that I'm going to be taking. I'm looking at 18,900. We're close enough to that. I'm doing this because it's on a stream. And I'm having to look at stuff a little bit different. But, yeah, you're getting some interest here. You're starting to get the buying volume coming in. So if we do go down to previous day value area low and hit into that POC, that's good. But just to get a little entry off of that as a quick scalp, that's okay. We're okay. Could still come down a bit further. You might backtest the daily. If it starts to get aggressive here, I'll just close out of it. But you've got that little bit of settling down now. So you just have that flurry coming in just to show that we've probably completed this little part of it. So again, like we had that move down here, okay, we're probably going to get some kind of relief just for a while and just to hold around this, and then maybe we come down again afterwards. But yeah, as a little long position, I'm happy enough with what I've seen at the lows there to actually get into that as a trade. Let's see if we can get a bit of a move up. At this point, if we come back into previous day open into that daily level, I managed to catch that nicely at the lows. So you got 0.5% off of that straight away, even just getting a back test off of this. This is all I'm looking for. So I'm not taking profit on this yet, but as 0.5%, that's, yeah, really all I'm looking for. $18,900 is like the line in the sand. I do not want to see it drop below that. So I'm going to place an alert there. If we start to go below, I'll just be invalidated on that trade. Or if we start to like hold below. So 0.5% below here. I can allow that. All right, that's okay. Getting a little bit of absorption here, so we're back into that entry. It's trying to hold. It's trying its best. This is okay at the moment. Once more. Can it get this? Look at where the CVD is coming into as well. I might have been a little bit early there just because I was on stream. Because I did say 18,900. Normally I have this on more screens. See how it goes. You got the golden pocket here as well, guys. So this is where the confluence was. Ah. Alright. We're there. It's so hard to like trade when you're doing the streaming. Come on, hit the alert. So at this stage, what it is as the idea, and this is what the idea was initially, okay, is this. So we're looking at this in like really, really fine detail right now, but you had 19,100 to 18,900 as the point in which you want to enter into this. So as the setup, it essentially is kind of like that, right? Okay, so you're looking at this as more of a day trade opportunity if there can be a movement into that. The fact that I'm doing this as a stream means that I'm trying to, yeah, trying to get into this massively. But as long as we're not dropping back below, okay, so you've got the POC down here, there is levels below. So this now is giving me that low enough risk to look for a long position. So let's see. What is it that I'm opening up here? Previous day value area low is there. So we're okay here. We're still okay. But that's the idea. Look at that zone. Look, that zone is invalid. There are a lot of untapped lows right there. Yeah. So for me, I know we've got that low from yesterday that came into the daily level. This is the point in which if we do start to break down here, then I'm fully expecting this to be taken down at the lows. So I would then be invalidated off that trade. I'll take the small loss and then we'll move in from that, or move on from that. But yeah, as of yet, this is still fine. It's still just hanging around that entry. Okay, so it's doing what it loves to do. And this is the thing, you can't get scared out of an idea just because it continues just to push a little bit lower. Okay, that's what it's designed to do. It's designed to do that. You had that nice bit of volume there. I took an entry at that point, and this is the thing. So this is essentially like what we saw earlier, where you have two options. Okay, what you see from back here, again, a scalp long entry that's decent. Okay, if you're looking at that, when you get that volume coming in, I'm generally quite aggressive. Okay, I just want to get into the trade because you don't always get that second sweep. So generally I'm quite aggressive. I'm just in and then I just kind of chill from that, find my invalidation and chill out. What it did earlier on, okay, you come down and you take the lows again. So you can see as it comes through, takes out the lows, gets that more absorption going on before you get the bigger reversal. And it's been a similar situation here. Okay, so you have the spike in volume down at the lows. Okay, you get the reaction, you come down and you just give a better opportunity. So for those who are a little bit more patient than myself on that occasion, you could just put some limit orders or something below those lows, knowing that you're in that right area, knowing that 18,900 was what we wanted to get hit in the first place, and then you're able to get in onto this trade, having been, that's where you close out shorts. This is where you go into longs, and then you're looking at that continuation higher. So far this is still just looking very, very normal. And that's really good volume on the lows, and you got liquidations there. So can it hold up? So there's my alert at the lows. We've got the one at daily open. And we'll see how that happens. Yeah, we'll see now. Just past 1.1k wall. What is that? Sell wall or on the bids? We had it. Yeah, so Binance never got filled on that. They're still, yeah, Binance still waiting on here. So you have around about 600 BTC on the bid. That's the one. Okay, now that's the 1.1k wall. That's holding. So that's actually holding price right now. Because this is below. So that looks to me on Binance as if that's on the bid. Yes, it is. There it is. Okay, so you got 1.1k being bought on the bid side, and then you've got a little bit less on the ask side. So that's okay. If that starts to get pulled, then you can expect this to come down and probably come into this again here. But if they're holding for now, maybe it's just a case of, yeah, that's the lows. This is the right kind of area that we're looking to go long. If that holds, it's the point at which they start to pull that, that maybe you're looking at a move back down again. We're massively overanalyzing this because we're here and we're watching it. We are massively overanalyzing that. Now they're putting the sell wall. So that's nice. Okay, that's nice. That's a move back into the daily, which is a take profit. So that's hit take profit. And for me, I'm happy. Like, that's a scalp. I didn't get the perfect entry, but for me, I'm happy off of that. That was, my entry was in here. It wasn't perfect, but I've got 0.5%. The daily level was what I wanted from that. Going to allow the rest to just continue, but that is a take profit for myself. If this holds and is okay, then happy days. But yeah, it's done. That's a trade. And that is sometimes as simple as that. I didn't get the perfect entry. Could have done better. Could have waited for that other sweep of the lows. I was a little bit eager because I'm talking through this on a stream, and I don't want to. I want to be like, oh, I caught the lows. I caught the lows. But as a trade, that's cool. We've done it. So now we can come back down to the lows again. That's like literally all you need from a scalp. Look, they've pulled the wall. Okay, you come into the take profit level, and then maybe they're going to come down and go for this again. I'm happy if this just drops down a bit more. I can always add. So if this goes lower, I can add and I can compound my entry. I'm still okay as this for a swing trade now. And at this point, now that I've taken profit off of that, I can now look to average down. And if it starts to look like this isn't working, at least I've made money on the initial idea, and I shouldn't be in a position now where I'm making a loss on that trade. As long as I can manage that, it should be impossible for me to make a loss on that trade unless I'm letting this really run, because I take a big percentage out as a take profit one, and then the rest of it's just kind of more of a day trade idea. Okay. All right, what should we go back to? Okay, we got to go back and have a look across the rest of the market. I'm going to leave my alerts there. Atom is the one. Atom at this stage, as the initial idea, won't be. So this is a swing trade. It's going to be below the entry now. I know that for a fact because Bitcoin's dropped a little bit deeper. But on Atom, this could be. We could have a nice chance for something here. So you've got a second opportunity, a second bite here at Atom. I've already entered into this. This is simply a small position swing trade, okay, where I'm looking for a move to go back up to the highs. So what we have here is an 8-hour order block. It's clear on the 4-hour as well. We have liquidity and we've just taken that out. So if we can get a 4-hour close, which is in a couple of hours time, a 4-hour close back above $12.62. Yeah, back above that $12, let's say $12.65, 64, 65 to be safe. A close back above there probably gives you another opportunity into this as a swing higher. So I'm trading this more on the 4-hour time frame. This stuff again, fine. What I would like to see on here now is that we've got divergence. So I'm in this trade. I'm a little bit under, but it's all good. Okay, so my invalidation's all the way down here, and if it looks as if like things are falling apart, if it looks like the S&P is falling apart, if it looks like Bitcoin's falling apart and all of that, then I'll just get out of this trade early. But as this, yeah, we're slightly under because Bitcoin's pulled it under. That's fine. Okay, that's fine. Let's go on to the lower time frame. So at this stage, I'd probably wait on Atom because I've got to take profit up here. And again, you're looking at, you can wait for this to be reclaimed and you're getting a good 6% move to TP1. Okay, so this is the thing. This is not like a little scalp like we're looking at. To play this safe, see if we can hold this region, take that trade into there, and you're still getting a 6% move. Okay, we've add a bit of leverage onto that and you're laughing, like it's really, really good. So that's okay. And then potentially, all right, a 6% move. If you start to break that and you're breaking market structure, an entry off of a 6% move can very quickly turn into an 18% move, which can very, very quickly turn into a 36% move. Okay, so you're only looking at 6% for TP1. You have the potential for 36. You have the potential for continuation even higher because Atom is very, very strong. All right, Atom's been one of the strongest assets recently, and there's no reason why we can't see this continue up to. You get the idea, right? So Atom's decent. I feel happy enough with the trade that I'm in on that, and there's nothing that's changed so far. So what would give you more confidence that this is still okay? 30-minute time frame, nice. Are we seeing divergence on the RSI? Yeah, okay, that's a bit too low of a time frame because you've reset. Okay, you've come back up to the highs again here. You come back up to like 62, so you don't really want to see this there. So 30-minute time frame we're not going to use. 1 hour time frame you're looking like you've got bullish divergence. 4-hour time frame is a bit too low. Okay, so the 1 hour is giving you something. So you briefly come into that 50, that's fine. For myself, I know other people who are RSI connoisseurs will say you've hit 50, that's reset, whatever. You got some bullish divergence. All right. Locally, there's nothing yet. It's too early. So it's looking okay. It's looking okay. If Bitcoin can bounce here, Atom's going to bounce anyway. The other thing that gave me confidence for the Atom trade is the BTC pair. Okay. And is similar situation, right? The reason I chose Atom as a trade is because the BTC pair as well as the USD pairs had a decent pullback, and it's taken lows. Okay, it's taken liquidity here, and this could go again. It could go a little bit deeper. I'm okay with that, but I'm looking at this as support now. We can see 1, 2, 3, 4 4-hour candles there with wicks below and closes above every single time. Okay, 4-hour time frame is how I'm trading this. Simple. Okay, I only really need to look at this once every 4 hours. So you're there on the BTC pair, you've come in, you've taken liquidity at the lows, you probably stopped some people out, you're getting reasons to enter down here. So that gives you confluence between the BTC pair and the USD pair. So that is yeah, that's it. And I only need to look at this once every 4 hours. So all of this in-betweeny stuff that's going on, you still got 2 hours until the close. I'm not going to make a decision on that. If we have a 4-hour close that's down here somewhere and it looks like shit, then I'm just going to close out of that. So dread mining, how much leverage are you using on a coin like Atom? So I'm on a 5x trade. So the trade itself is 5x. It's isolated. It's not a large position. Okay, so it's not a huge position. I am... Yeah, it's 5x, isolated, 200 Atom. Okay, so it's it's really not a big position. All right, so it's a couple of grand, I guess. No, like a few grand that I've put on this as a trade. And I'm at low risk, so I'm looking at losing... All right, so from that, you're losing like a couple of grand again because you're looking at pound per everything, and then you're making some money if you get a move up. So that's how we're set at the moment on here. So yeah, I'm currently like $50 in the red, but it's no biggie. Because there's no decision for me to make yet on this. Alright, where is Bitcoin going? It's coming back to the lows, but we have taken profit, so we are very happy. We've got another opportunity. If lows are taken again, then we can be maybe entering another one. So if we do hit 18,900, which we've just done, it never hit my alert, still hasn't hit my alert at 18,900, but I might just go in again. I might just compound that if we do hit 18,900. Maybe I've got some limit orders there. Oh, I've set this at 18,899. That would be why. 18,900. Did we hit 18,900? Save. Ah, yeah, we did. Good. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's 18,900. Cool. That's what we wanted. Now, not much lower than that, please. Not much lower than that. I'm hoping on this occasion that it can hold up. Like, I mean, it can go lower. That would be amazing if it can literally be like 8,900 bounce. But not much lower. Okay, I'm only going to allow like again 0.5% away from this, and I start to get a little bit, yeah, that I don't want to be continuing to hold. But look, you drop an open interest again. You've taken out the early longs. Yeah, you've taken out plenty of early longs. You're not really getting shorts greedy here just yet. I haven't added to this or anything at this stage. You certainly don't have the buying like aggression that we did earlier on. So this is looking more settled. If I go on to the 1 minute, what are we looking at from... We've actually got some action here. Normally we don't get much action when I'm live. I'm out of water. Mr. Fry, thank you. To stream and live trade is hardcore. I appreciate you. Thank you. But look, there we go. Okay, this is what, and I'll show you this. I will show you this right now. This hasn't just been the plan for this session, okay? This has been the plan since this morning, and we've had trades since this morning, but I'm just going to show you guys this, and this is what I mean about the crew. This is why there is the value that I think anyone in the crew, let me know if you find that it's good value. We're still not even at 100 likes, so those of you who are not in the crew, this is just to explain to you what it is that we do every single day, okay, and what it is we're looking for. I'm putting this on the line here because we've hit the level. Okay, this is what, like, exactly what I wanted to see happen today. And this is it. So this is a post from this morning. Go over onto Discord. This was a trade I took this morning, okay? So we came over here, and at 7:51 a.m. UK time, I got into a short position. Okay, I got into a short position looking for lows to be taken. So I explained that with the crew there, and we had a bunch of people that were looking at the same thing. We hit that take profit. We did really, really nicely off of this. Now, the actual idea for the day, okay, so there's the trade initially. That was us hitting take profit on the short from this morning. And then there is the box, okay? That's the green box that's been there since 7:51 in the morning, okay? So it's been there since 7:51. We've been waiting for that. Trading update. So I don't know if you can see this. 18,900, previous day value area low, previous day London POC, previous day London VWAP close. That is where I am looking at key support. So it's that region between 19,120 to 18,900. Resistance remains wide, okay, blah, 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 blah. I'd like to see lows follow, lows taken into there, followed by a move up to 19,800 to 20,200. Okay, so again, there's your green box. That's where we were at the time. We were up here and we were taking short positions from that. That short positions kind of played out, and I closed that and I went out and took the dogs for a walk and I did everything, but I could have held that short position and been very, very happy with that. So yeah, there we go. There's the trade on Atom. Okay, so that was me saying, okay, look, I've taken a trade on Atom. Taking a trade on Atom here will likely keep us hyper stop than this quick TP due to current conditions being awful for swing trades, but the BTC pair adds confluence to the support we have on the USD pair, and it's the same situation. Okay, so again, everything that I'm talking about here, trades that we've spoken about in advance, already given the ideas, so this is everything again. And we've had the same thing, okay, luxury over here, all right, looking for lows to get taken and then a move up. French Bull, he did a 2 hour long stream this morning, just chilling with the crew. He was live with the crew from about 10 a.m. to like literally midday. He did 2 hours of just going over Elliott wave stuff, and there were people in there that were asking about stuff that, like, he did like a whole Elliott wave forecast for the Swiss franc, which was like amazing. So this is the thing, this is the value that you're getting within there. Again, you've got Randall and Sweeping Hawk over in Coach's Corner that are giving so much stuff. You've got your trading questions and everything over here. It's great, I'm very happy. So all of this stuff that we've been talking about today is playing out. And it's playing out exactly as predicted. No, it's not. Yeah, this is the hard work that we put in for everyone who is a member of the crew to try and find these levels. It's no guarantee, okay? There is absolutely no guarantee that this is going to hold. Zero. We do not know. We have no idea what the market is going to do. We do not know if this is going to hold. But the fact that we're at least getting a reaction there, and the fact that we got there in the first place, makes me very happy, because we were short, okay? We were already short going into this, And then even if this doesn't hold, there is profit being made on the shorts because of the move down. All right. So many members again of the crew will already be shorts from this morning. Now we've hit target. Now we're looking for longs. We do not know if it's going to work, but the money that's been made on the short position will more than pay for any loss on this long if it doesn't work out. And the other nice thing, if you were to look at any like dum-dums in the whole space this morning, I saw people who I know are not very good traders. And what they were looking at was this. And I can show you this again on the stream. Here we go. So if I bring up Discord, okay, look, got the move down as I was writing this post. Anyway, 1:30 p.m. London lows taken. You know what that means. Green box, please. Seen too many on crypto Twitter, etc. Expecting a quick SFP, so I'm looking for slightly deeper. I did not want to see lows taken and then a reversal. I wanted it to go deep to stop out all of those people that were early on that trade. Okay, so look, where does that line end up? 18,900. We still don't know if it's going to work. So if it doesn't work out, fine. But I didn't want an SFP of those lows and then a reversal. Okay, we're still holding here. You guys are putting up the Bibles right now. So yeah, non-financial advice. There is no financial advice here, but you know the position I'm in. You know the theory and the reason behind it. If it doesn't work out, the market's wrong, right? No, it's not a case like that. If it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. That's trading. Okay? That is simply trading. So if this trade does not work, we can't be annoyed, we can't be angry, we just move on to the next one. We've already made money from it. So we've scalped along here. Scalped along here. Took the short from here. So the short position's already like, I mean, this is what I mean. I'm not in that short position anymore. But you're 3% down on a short position. 3% up, sorry, on a short position. So regardless, you're happy. All right? Happy days. I'm going to stop talking about this specific trade, and we're going to have a look across the market now, because this at this stage will just allow it to do what it needs to do. If you start to lose this level and it starts to get aggressive again, it's just not going to work out. But look, you can see that there's intent here to hold, and that's what I like to see. There is clearly intent here to hold. If it falls apart, it falls apart. We take a loss, very small loss. The other thing we were talking about this morning was the CVD divergence against the lows from yesterday. So that will also be there. So I'm going to move this up onto the 15-minute time frame, and we're going to look at the CVD divergence against yesterday. God, I see everyone's there like, hold the fort, hold the line, hold the line. Yeah, there we go, lows taken again. Where are we? Previous day VWAP close. So that's previous day VWAP close just hit, right? Okay. It's still the same, still the same. You're getting a few too many longs opening for my liking. You're still stopping them out. The fact that we're like higher CVD than we were here. I want to move on and I want to talk about other stuff, but this is really interesting to watch. And remember, your lows are down here, so you just at that good value area. Good value for longs area, anyway. Now you're getting, now you're getting that CVD coming back down. Okay, good, good, good. I really didn't like it when we were here. So that first time that it just took out that local low, you were doing that with some longs opening. So now they've been closed out of again. Are you getting shorting into this? Yes. Yes, you are. Still hanging on in there. Mr. Fry says that's the low. Still dropping slightly. This is like super, like I'm literally every single time there's 100 Bitcoin traded, it prints a new candle. So we're really, really just, this is like the we're looking at this through like a massive microscope right now. If you look on the chart here, the 15-minute time frame, it's literally not moved. Okay, it just hasn't moved. You've gone down by a few dollars. All right, so this is the thing. It looks extreme right now. It's gone down by a few dollars. Weekly open would be coming up next. Yeah, 702 is nice, and you got 786 down here. Still grinding. Oh, just dropped my water bottle lid. I am going to, yeah, because I've been live for like an hour already. Wow, been live for over an hour, almost an hour and a half. Bear with me 1 second. I'm thirsty. I'm gonna get some water. I need to find a time to get some. Are we gonna bounce? I was gonna get some water. I'm just checking. I don't want to leave you guys when it's like still crashing. Where's the S&P? Back below June lows. Okay. So you're taking internal liquidity there. Bunch of new shorts just now. Chat will keep you guys updated. Ah, okay, cool. So SPX has taken out yesterday's low. Nasdaq has returned to yesterday's low. Wow. Legacy markets are really dumping. Forex is holding up okay, which means the DXY is still pulling back. So this is just like the S&P is just dumping, right? How strange. Ah, really weird open there on the S&P. Like just completely falling apart, and it's nothing like the DXY is pulled back as well. Very weird. Because you would expect, like, if normally if you get a pullback on the SPX or the Nasdaq and stuff, you would expect currencies to fall, which they're not. You'd expect the DXY to be pumping, which it's not. Interesting. There's no talks today, is there? Let's have a look. Oh, you've had Bullard speak, but no, Powell hasn't. Natural gas storage. There's nothing really there to. CME gap. On what? Where? What's CME gap? Yeah? Okay, right, I'm going to fill up my water bottle. I'll be back in a second. If we keep dumping, blame it on Mr. Fry in the chat. It's his fault, okay? Because he also went long. I'll be back in a sec. Luna's come to save the market. What's going on, Luna? Are we bouncing yet? Are we bouncing yet? Sorry, I should have put this on a better screen. Okay, yeah, we're cool, yeah. Luke, take a look at 1 inch. It pumped 80% already on BitGet. Okay, we'll have a look at that in a minute. Poppy, you going to join in? More pump, please. All right, yeah, it's fine. Luna's taken over. She's going to pump the market for us. Luna, this is the Luna that doesn't dump on you. This is a good Luna. This is the very good Luna. Ugh, heavy Luna, even for a small dog. She's a bit of a fatty. Poppy, you coming up? Come on, Poppy. Come on. Poppy, you're running away from me. Come on. Who do we prefer? Who's better, Poppy or Luna? Who do you want? Who's going to control the market? Go, Poppy. Whoa, 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 whoa. There you go. Down you go. You can smell food. Go back inside. In. Ham Wizard. My Luna is the Mastiff on the left in the profile pic. Oh, nice. There's a few dogs called Luna around. Everyone's Luna. Sorry for calling you a fatty. Right, I'm just going to get them back in the house. Because they shouldn't be here, because I ate lunch in here and they're trying to get to my plate and Poppy's trying to jump up and basically, what did I even eat? Chicken soup. I'll be back in a second. Right, we will continue this. We will continue this. This is, anyone, for all of you who are new here, this is what these streams often end up like. I kind of serious for an hour. And then I just lose track of everything that I'm saying and I just start talking nonsense. Poppy, stop jumping up. Come on, back in. Back in a sec. If I take the plate, then she'll follow. Okay, dogs are back inside. I actually had an email yesterday from YouTube that was saying like they're doing a campaign at the moment and they want to see like outtakes from people who do YouTube stuff to do outtakes and to post it onto the YouTube Shorts. So maybe I should make an outtake of that and post it onto the YouTube Shorts and they might promote it. Oh, I'm so unfit. It's like 100 meters back to the house. Just been running back and forth. Went to get my water. Came up here with the dogs, ran back. I'm so unfit because I sit down in a chair all day long. I need to go to the gym more. That's why my back, achy. Right, okay, back to it. So we're still doing the same thing. Thank you, Bitcoin, for not dumping anymore. All right, what else should we have a look at? Do we want to continue on with the... So what I was going to explain was the PRIME XBT stuff. So we're going to do a $250 giveaway on PRIME XBT. We're figuring that out right now for the people who will be entered into that. Basically, okay, so PRIME XBT, Where is it? Over here. So this is how you can trade Forex markets. You can trade commodities. Okay, gold, silver, oil, gas. You can trade stock indices, Germany 30, S&P 500, NASDAQ, Hong Kong, Japan, the UK 100, Dow Jones, the Spain, the Europe 50. Okay. And you can trade crypto on here as well. So of course you can trade crypto as if with as if with any other exchange. The nice thing about Prime XBT is you can use your crypto as collateral for that. So you can trade the S&P 500 using USDT. Okay. We have a deal with them at the moment, so you receive a 7% deposit bonus. So if you deposit $10,000, you receive $700 bonus. You also get 25% off all of your fees, and I believe this is still running. I think it's I know it's at least until the end of the month. I think this is still running. But all legacy markets, all traditional markets, Jerome, yeah, Luke is fat confirmed. I'm not fat on the outside, but I feel it on the inside. All legacy markets are zero fee, no fees at all. Okay, so that means that you can trade any of this stuff: GBP, USD, Euro USD, gold, oil, S&P 500 without any fees. So we have that as an offer at the moment. We also have the referral link, so it's in the description below, and I think P or someone has posted the referral link that you use to sign up for that. Again, P can do that, and yeah, we'll pin that to the chat, so that gives you the thing. What we're going to do today is anyone who has signed up, deposited and traded on the exchange. Okay, so you can't just sign up and just not deposit. You got to sign up, deposit and trade. We've got a list of all the people who have signed up, deposited and traded. We will do a draw. I'll do a raffle draw, and I will announce that on Friday. Okay, so you've got 2 days in which to enter that draw, and on Friday I will announce the winner. So that gives us time, that gives you guys time to sign up if you want to sign up, trade on the exchange, try and use the exchange in order to win, potentially win $250. Now I can tell you straight away, because this is quite a new partnership that we've had. We've only had, let's have a look. How many people are you actually competing with? You'll be competing with, this is how good of a opportunity you've got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Oh no, that's the same person. Like 7 people. Okay, so far only 7 people have actually signed up to that exchange and have traded on it using our link. Okay, so you've got so far a 1 in 7 chance of winning $250, which is pretty good. Amstercam, is there any catch with the Prime XBT deposit bonus? Like, do you need to have trading volume also before eligible? The only catch with it is you must trade with it. Okay, so yeah, it's tradable equity. It is used as like a voucher that you can use to open a trade. So you can't just go, I'm going to deposit 10 grand, I'm going to receive $700, and then I'm going to withdraw the whole thing. No, you have to take a trade with that. So you can, what you can do is deposit $10,000 or $1,000 or however many dollars you want. Let's say, for example, $10,000. You can then be credited with $700, 7% trading. Then you can remove the $10,000 and keep that $700 just to trade. So it's free money that you can use to trade with. And that's the only catch that it is. You can't withdraw it straight away. As soon as you've traded with it, then you can withdraw it. Okay? And the volume, yeah, the expires after 1 month. So the bonus expires after 1 month. So you've got to trade with it within 1 month, otherwise you'll lose the bonus. And there's also 0 fees. That's what I think it is. Okay, so again, Yeah, I'm fairly certain that's it. I'll have to double check. Yeah, Amsterdam, understood, but on Bybit you only get bonus if you have trading volume with own funds also, not by PRIME XBT. I don't think so. I could read the small print. On the post, okay, on the post we had, and it does tell you, so there is terms and conditions. If you do go and sign up and you enter in the code Toros and you sign up using our link, it will tell you. It's literally right there on your account. Open up the terms and conditions and it tells you everything you need to know. But I don't think there's any volume based thing that you need to meet, volume based requirements that you need to meet. So yeah, so that is that. So we will, again, you've got like 2 days to enter. I will announce the first winner of the $250 on Friday. Okay, so I might do that during a stream if I stream on Friday. If not, I'll do it as Twitter and I'll announce it on the Discord. Okay, that's a little bit, and then the next ones we'll do later on. We'll do another 250 next month, and we'll just continue rolling with that. Okay. Price is hitting the single prints now. Ooh, where's single prints? We're back into the session VWAP. So we're chilling a bit now. It was a bit sketchy for a while. Who got scared? Who took along and got a little bit scared? Or did anyone get shaken out? Because it did dip slightly below 18,900. That's what Bitcoin does. Equities have been completely wrecked and they still look absolutely destroyed so far today. So, like, that's like a 3% move down we've had on the Nasdaq, which is really bad. Like, for the Nasdaq, yeah, Nasdaq's down 4%. Bitcoin's only... That's insane. People talk about Bitcoin being too volatile. The Nasdaq is down 4%. Crazy. And Bitcoin's held up relatively well. So that's actually really good. The fact that we've had such a massive crash everywhere and Bitcoin has held the region that we want to support is a pretty decent thing. So yeah, that's okay. We're happy enough with how this is going right now. Let's see if we can hit some targets to the upside. I'm gonna just chill. I'm gonna just sit back for a minute and see how things progress. So let's zoom out. Let's relax. Let's chill, and let's look across the rest of the market. So I'm gonna wrap things up soon, but I'm quite enjoying this. Yeah, I'm quite enjoying hanging out with you guys today. So we will continue just to hang out for a little bit longer. Who's been profitable today? So give me a hype in the chat if you've been profitable today, and give me a double hype, double hype if you've been profitable because of anything that has maybe been helpful from either this stream or anything that you've anything that we've kind of spoken about in the past. So if I have in any way, shape or form helped anybody, although there's no financial advice here, if I have in any way, shape or form helped anyone, then throw some hype into the chat. It'd be very nice to know. It makes my job worthwhile, so it makes me happy. If I haven't helped, then you're just not listening, all right? It's your own stupid fault. No, it's not your own stupid fault. Strag XO, can you take a look into Solana? Yeah, sure. Steven, I've had an amazing week, but today I've been off the money. That's alright, you've had a good week. Tom's Diner, no trades as of yet, but you've not made a loss, so that's good. Took a short last night, slept on it. Happy days. Sleeping on a trade is a risky business, but that's okay. I kind of did the same last night, if I'm honest. Yeah, I kind of did the same. I was in a position that was slightly under as I went to bed. I just closed it in the morning. That was actually on my like little copy trade account that I'm testing. So that was under overnight, and I didn't want a loss to register on the copy trade account. I was like, if a loss is going to register, if I'm going to lose my 100% win rate, that's like public, then I may as well wipe out the whole account, like rather than take a small loss and for that to register and to wipe out the 100% win rate. But yeah. That's a terrible idea. Never ever do what I just said I did, because that's a terrible idea. Don't do it. ETH. That's obviously not your daily open. I always do this. So daily open for today is over here. There. Nope. There. He's back down at support. Who's Tino? Oh, Tino's that. I honestly, I've not. I have no idea. Yeah, I know who Tino is, but he's English, so that's why Happy Days is Happy Days. I guess it's just maybe it's an English thing. I had no idea he says that. Yeah. Luke, long take profit 20.2k. Yes. Yeah, 19.8. What was it? It's on my trading update sheet. Don't put me on the spot like this. I've told you these things. Yeah, somewhere around there. Long take profit. Long not take profit. Close. We've already taken profit. Oh my god. Yeah, 21.75. 20,175, and you've also got 19,900. So again, you're looking at a zone, isn't it? Again, so yeah, 20,200 monthly opens up there as well. 19,950, just taking out local highs, that kind of thing. But you got the potential here for this to be a swing. Again, it can take out the lows. You can try and manage this into a bit more of a swing trade now. We've hit take profit already because we came back into the previous day open. We came back into that daily level. So we've hit the take profit. There's been opportunities to compound and better that entry. You're now hitting another take profit level. So like if you're compounding the entry, this is the thing. If you're looking at this as a swing trade, there's no need to just continue to hold this. Like for me, I entered here, took profit. I didn't compound at that point, but again, if anyone did compound and you got an average there, probably not a bad idea to take profit again. And then if you come down again, you can average in and you can keep taking profits. So you can keep skimming, you can keep scalping. That's why scalping is scalping, because you're just skimming off the profits as we're going along. You're like scalping the top. You're just shaving the top off. Yeah, scalping it. There we go again. Look, it's the level. That's the one you want to hit. So if anyone's long, that's a take profit. You scalped it. It's good, but you can manage this into a swing trade. So you can manage this into a swing trade now. We've literally just changed local market structure very briefly. Okay, so here's your downtrend. You have a high, that takes the lows, that high takes the lows, then this high here takes out that low there, and now you've broken market structure. You've broken bearish market structure now. You're back into looking at retraces and being able to compound those long. All right? So now you have, if you missed the first opportunity, that's put in a nice bit of excess. You maybe look to scalp short that. Now you're looking at re-entries back down here. So if we come back down into that 18,900, come back down into 18,900 again, you get another opportunity. This now gives you a decent invalidation. You want to be soft on it. You want to allow, maybe it goes for one more spike. You never quite know. But you want to allow that. Again, this might continue. This might just keep on pumping, and then your retrace is going to be a bit difficult. But you'll see where that ends up. You got your fib on there. You can take whatever's lining up correctly off of this. I'd assume that we're going to pull back slightly from here. Again, it's that previous day EQ. That's what we were looking at earlier. Okay, that's what gave us that initial bounce just before. So this was the long from earlier, right? That was the other one that we were... No, this one. So this was the long from earlier. So that was another opportunity. We've come back into that now. So you would assume that this is going to be resistance. If not, then this is looking great. Yeah. The rest of this trade's going well. Hey, we're making money, guys. We are making money live. Golden pocket, back into it. There we go. Money being made right before your eyes. We didn't get scared out. It slightly, there was a moment there. There was a moment during the stream where I was a little bit like, I don't know. I really didn't want this to fail whilst I was live because I was so confident about that 18,900. I was like 18,900, 18,900, 18,900. But look, no way should that have been invalidated. We never came anywhere near anything serious. And now we're making money. We're making really good money because that was like literally just a scalp, and now this is really bouncing. Awesome. I'm back into this. And again, you don't want to be like super holding. There was a squeaky bum time. Yes, Pop. There always is with trading, and this is the thing. Stick to the idea, okay? And like this is nice. Like I'm not like never ever would I say that I'm the best trader in the world, because I'm really not. There's so many people that are better traders than me out there. But I'm profitable. I'm happy with my trading. I'm in, like, yeah, the statistics show and the money in the bank shows that I'm profitable with my trading. So I'm very happy. And I guess as a profitable trader, that does put me in a very unique class of people, because there aren't many people that are profitable traders. So I'm never going to say that I'm like elite level, but I am a profitable trader. And you've seen there, like, I got a little bit nervous as things were continuing to go down. I was there like, okay, yeah, this is fine, guys. This is fine. It's fine, really. But even like with that confidence, there are still those moments in the market where you will doubt yourself. And there will be times where that happened right at the end, that could shake you out if you're not like strong-willed enough and you don't have stats to back it up. The thing that I've done is I've taken these kind of trades. I'd identified that as support previously. Okay, so I had identified that as support previously. I wanted to take a trade from there. I just had to have that confidence that the market is going to do what I tell it to do. The market is there to make me money and to make everyone else money if they're there. It's not there to lose me money. If the market comes to the level that I want it to do, I'm confident it's going to make me money because I've had enough experience in which to do that. And that was an occasion there where, yes, it probably scared me for a while, but look, I can see the reason for that on my chart right here. Okay, there was liquidity to be taken that I missed. Yeah, and this is such simple stuff. There was liquidity there to be taken that I did miss. So if we had reversed to 18,900 and not taking out these lows, it would have been a bit unusual. So you had a move up, you came up, you kind of did a like 1 2 3 4 5. Yeah, you have an impulse up, 1 2 3 4 5, and then you come back down and you're taking the liquidity, but you're not troubling the lows, which is where you came from. So you're not troubling the low, which is important, but you're hitting the liquidity there. Okay, so there's a reason there. There's a reason why, and I can see that on the chart, that if I'd have noticed that beforehand, then I wouldn't have been so scared. I would have literally just waited for that. And it's such simple stuff, but it just shows that you've got to be like constantly on the ball. Like I missed that because what were we doing when price was coming down? We were on these charts and we were like, oh, oh, where's price now? Where's price now? Okay, so you just got to be, yeah, aware. Like, zoom out. There's your reason. Okay, it's literally right there. That is your reason. That's why we just went that little bit lower before we had that move. Liquidity was there to be taken. We needed to get that liquidity to get that reversal. And that's why it happened. So, yeah, slight oversight. But again, trading. That's trading. P, give me VWAP and I'm Gucci. Yeah, where is that? That's coming. Oh, yeah. Should we short VWAP? Is that worth it? See, now this is outside of the plan, so I don't really... The plan's that we come up here, and we'll see how that goes, but is there enough to take a trade? Is there enough to short VWAP? Yeah, there probably is. Because it's your daily point of control. Peace Soup, quality stream. I'm not in any paid groups, but this was fun, so I might have to sign up. I would be very happy if that was the case. No pressure on anyone, of course. But hey, we work hard, and this is the kind of thing that we want to deliver day in, day out for everyone who's a part of the crew. And it's a massive team effort as well that goes on in the crew. It's not just me. There are people that are like... I mean, literally everybody that's in the crew, all of the coaches within the crew are better than me at something. Every single one of them is better than me at one aspect of trading. French Bull, I can't tell you Elliott Wave. I can't do an Elliott Wave forecast and get that right all the time. He's an absolute master at it. Luxury, order flow. There's things that Luxury goes over and I'm just like, huh? Because my trading is pretty simple. Like I work off of a feel for the market. I'm fairly old school. I work to levels, so that's what I'm good at. But like some of the stuff that Luxury has, I'm just like, wow, this is like witchcraft. Really, really amazing stuff. Being able to trade the order flow and have the read that he has on it is just phenomenal. Swooping Hawk, harmonics, just amazing. Like Swooping Hawk right now could tell you like there's like harmonics all over the place here and they're working. Like she had a harmonic up here yesterday, a crab. There was a crab harmonic played out, right? It was so cool. Yes, there's other reasons. There's other reasons for getting into those trades, but Swooping Hawk again, absolutely amazing. So, and Randall as well, like with TPO stuff and having that kind of feel, and Randall with Ichimoku and his understanding of pivots and his understanding of statistics. Every single person, every single person that is a coach, because we've selected them, is better at something than I am, for sure. So I kind of like, I'm like the jack of all trades kind of guy. I have a good understanding. But the people that we have as coaches are proper experts. And even P, like P's here as a like an admin role, but like P keeps us all organized. I'm not very organized, so P is better at certain aspects of trading and certainly with an organization than I am, and that's why we are a team. The best team in crypto. Who created Taurus Crypto? That was me. It was me. I created it. I actually created it in 2017. Yeah, so I made this. I made the channel. I made everything back in 2017. At the time, I was a really bad trader. So it took me like 5 years of working and like kind of honing my craft to feel confident enough about going public with it. But yeah, I've had this. It was, so initially Taurus was just a private closed group that was just me and some friends trading for 5 years. Since 2017 this has been around. And then yeah, it was only last year that we decided to actually go ahead and to kind of put ourselves out, well, for me to put myself out there, and then we had others that joined in. Unfortunately, a couple of the people, like the OGs from it, they didn't stick around trading. They kind of gave up trading partway through like the last bear market, so it ended up like just me. Which is sad, because if they'd have put in the hard work and everything that I've put in, then they'd still be here as well. But yeah, 2017 I started this, but you guys have only known about me for like a year. This is getting like sentimental. Oh my god, you guys. Right. Give me some stuff to talk about. Amsterdam, what was the tipping point between being a good and bad trader? Oh, Manny, do you remember the cylinders guy? Yeah, you gotta love him. There's some people, like, people come and go, obviously. People come and go. People get what they need to out of a group and they move on. They become really successful traders themselves. Some of them have started doing their own thing as well, which is really cool. Like, I'm not going to be like we've had people within the group who have learnt from the group who have kind of gone off and done things by themselves, and that's amazing. We've got people who are like working in prop firms and stuff now, which is really cool. And then we've had people that are like complete degens and who are hilarious. But yeah, people come and go, and it's we've had great people within the crew, really great people. if you're here, Gunny, welcome. No, he's probably not watching. Short VWAP into new golden pocket, then long. Ooh. Mr. Fry is on the ball. Yes. I mean, that would be the thing. You've had a change of local market structure. You're coming back into your resistance here. So if we do go VWAP into local golden pocket, this is going to give me excitement times, because where did we start to impulse out of that? Okay, so if we can come up into VWAP and we can just move into this here, then that's when we really impulse up out of here. So again, you got, like, this is, don't call me like I can't do Elliott wave at all. But you can either have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into here, and that might give you a retrace that comes back in, and then you're looking at that. Maybe that's the little high we've put in already. Maybe this just hangs around until the VWAP catches up. But yeah, I like that. I like that. How's Atom getting on? Back at my entry. I went back in profit on this because this was just put as like a rough thing. I don't think I'm back in profit on Atom. I think this is still just hanging around. Oh no, yeah, literally just in the green off of that now. So I was down like $50. Now I'm up by 75 cents by 0.04% on a 5x trade. My Bitcoin trade is up 151%. Yes, 151%. That's cross leverage 100x. What else are we looking at today? Let's find some more trades. Let's give you guys some more goodies. XRP I kind of like. I think we're going to get another move on XRP. But there's not much more that I have to go on this right now. EGLD, how's this going? So I'm long EGLD as well. I got into this too early. Again, this is another one that I've just scaled into. But because I'm already in a trade off of this already, and this is part of my portfolio, I'll cover that in a minute. This is the idea on EGLD. All right, so we've not yet broken through. We want to see that change of market structure. Okay, you've got to take out this high. So that's where your alert is. If we can take out $48.20, then you're looking for a retrace, and then you're looking for longs. So that's your alert. If you can break that, get in on the retrace, look for a long position here up to $60. So you're looking at an entry around 46, 46.5, 47. You want to long that up until about 60. See how it goes. Again, it's a swing trade. Things might change. And you got an invalidation around there at 44.5. So it's just simple stuff. You never know how these are going to play out, because it's going to take a long time to play out. And right now, you just have no idea what the market's going to do in the long run. But EGLD I really like. I like that as a trade, and I like the return that you can potentially get off of that. Okay, so you're looking at a 30% move up from an entry off of this. So even like as a spot trade, that's pretty cool, right? So that's another one that I'm looking at the moment. QNT, my baby, still doing well. Again, very, very simple stuff from QNT. We're already on the way. Well on the way here now. Luke, what percentage profit would you take at VWAP, or would you use the short to offset any pullback? Okay. What? Have we just hit the VWAP? Yeah, not really. It's close enough, right? Okay, I'm gonna just go over Bruce Lee. No, I'm not checking Hex. All right, look, I'll check Hex. There you go. It's doing nothing. It's dead. It's going to 0. Done. Sorry, I actually did an analysis on Hex like a few days ago, or like last week or something, because someone tipped for it. Nothing's changed. It's Hex. It's shitcoin, man. Yeah, we have hit the 30-minute OB, so there's a lot of confluence here for us to expect to move back down. This is really good. So this is really, really good. So if you can come back into local golden pocket, you've gone 30-minute OB into 30-minute OB, right? So yeah. Have we anchored VWAP from the high has been hit? Ping. What are you on about? You guys are crazy, man. No anchored VWAP from the high. Maybe this anchored VWAP. What, this high? No, it went below it. If we continue the London anchored VWAP, let's have a look at that one. Yeah, with that. That's the closest. Bruce Lee, I think he was only trolling, so it's fine. Right, okay, so there was something that I was going to say in terms of like general rules, and I was thinking about this earlier, and I was thinking like about doing some kind of content on it. What I tend to do, so who was it? Who was it that asked this? So Michael Petenuzzo. What? Sorry, names. Luke, what percentage of profit would you take at VWAP, or would you use the short to offset any pullback? So, generally speaking, for initiating a trade, I am looking for edge of range kind of stuff. So you're within a trading range. Okay, so to initiate trades off of that, I'm looking for liquidity and I'm looking for extremes. Okay, so I'm looking to initiate within those extremes, and generally those are based off of liquidity and based off of horizontals. Okay, so horizontal levels with liquidity. So if we hit like, so for example, a daily open or something, even if it's not got liquidity associated with it, a horizontal can initiate a trade for myself. A VWAP can initiate a trade, but there has to be very certain conditions in which to use it to initiate. For that, I need time and I need space away from VWAP in order to feel confident about taking a trade from it that's a continuation trade. Generally speaking, more often than not, I would be using the VWAP as a take profit. So anything that's kind of middle of the range, and often you'll find that your VWAP's within here, I'm using that to reduce. Okay, so I'm using those kind of things, and this is the same with we had this discussion yesterday. For example, a pivot or something. That's a pivot's always going to be within the range. I do not trade pivots, but they can give, and also I don't think that they help with any trading. What they can help with is, again, they're a take profit level because they have a very high success rate. But again, we spoke about this during the trading room yesterday. The reason things like pivots and things like VWAPs and things like points of control and all of those things that are going to be in the middle of your trading range, because the VWAP is always going to be like that because it's going to be giving you the average. A point of control is going to be giving you an average. An EQ, a 5.5 fib, a golden pocket fib, it's going to be giving you an average. And a pivot, I've said that. Those kind of things that give you an average, they're going to get a high success rate because most of the time we're range bound. So if you've got a pivot in there, you're going to hit it. All right, because you're just range bound most of the time. So, but to initiate off of that is dangerous because you're in the middle, you're at an average. So to initiate a trade, to want to take a short from that, expecting like a trend, is a little bit dangerous because we're not trending very often. The market does not trend very often. Most of the time it ranges. So that's that. Okay, the times where I will take a trade off of the VWAP is if we are already trending, then I will look for continuation from that. So if the market is ranging, which we are at the moment, and we come into a VWAP, I want that only to be a reducer of a trade. I want it to be a take profit off of a trade. Whereas if we are trending, and then the VWAP's doing this, and you're away from the VWAP, and you've got time and space away from VWAP, and then you come into the VWAP and you can kiss it there, that's when I would look at that to be an initiator of a trade. And even more ideally, if you have liquidity there, then you can take that as well. Okay, so that's like general rule for myself. I will initiate trades off of liquidity and off of extremes. So you can see here, we've reached an extreme down at the low. Okay, and you're coming back down to the lows of the range. To come back into the midpoint, which is basically what we're doing, for me is a little bit risky to take a new trade. So I would prefer to use that as a take profit level rather than a fresh trade, rather than to like initiate a new trade off of that. Now I do think that this is what's going to play out, but it's just how I like to kind of manage my risk. There is a temptation to short this because I'm in a long. So maybe that is something you can do. And I guess I'm talking about this in the fact that let's say, for example, you are flat already. So the fact that I'm already in a long means that maybe I can add to that because essentially it's still reducing. Okay, you're reducing your long exposure. Although you are taking a short position, you're reducing your long exposure by doing that. So it's almost a reducer kind of trade in the same way. But if I was not already long, I would be reluctant to take a short there, because that's where your liquidity is. That's where your liquidity is. I would prefer to wait if I wasn't already in a position. Does that make sense? That's kind of, yeah, maybe makes sense. I don't know. But yeah, and there's always exceptions to the rule. Okay, if I spot a really good opportunity, like earlier on, okay, I took a short and it was in the middle of the range, but it was during the London session, so I was confident we weren't going to break out of anything. So there are exceptions to the rules. I took a short within the middle of the range earlier, but generally speaking, I would only look for those trades that are initiator trades, new positions at those extremes. Can you explain VWAP a little bit? If you're trading the New York session, do you use anchored VWAP from the session open time? VWAP level is 19351 when I added on TradingView as an indicator. So my kind of go-to VWAP is just the session VWAP. So that'll start daily open every day. Okay, so that's the kind of bread and butter one. Today we were in a range bound day. Yes, we've had a deviation. We've had this little trend that forms out of it, which makes this VWAP here potentially decent. Okay, you do have time and space away. You've had a move up into it. We haven't actually touched that VWAP since, I mean, it's not a lot of time, if I'm being honest, like 2 hours ago. Okay, so we probably don't have enough time and space away from that VWAP to really make me confident in that, and it's only just started trending down itself, so you are in a range bound day. So for me, this VWAP is more of a reducer than an initiator type of thingy majiggy. Where am I going with this? Yeah, the session VWAP is my go-to, and that is once a day that resets. Now I do use session VWAPs on a session to session basis as well. Now that's on this, and I tend to just use EXO for this, but you can use an anchored VWAP on TradingView, sure, and I think there are indicators on there that do this. But here's my VWAP on TradingView, okay? If I just take that off, okay, so take off the TPO, then these are my VWAPs which reset on every session. So you have New York session, London session, Asia session, close session, Tokyo session, close session, right? These I'm looking at more, the bands work really nicely, and again taking profit when you come back into there. So again, you can see the outer VWAP bands working really well, and then you come back into the VWAP and those are take profit levels. All right, so again, what we're coming up into here, we came into those outer VWAP bands, you have a take profit as you're coming back into the middle, you're coming into this outer VWAP band, you have a take profit as you come back into the middle. It's that kind of thing. That's more so what I use on like a session to session basis. So yeah. Yeah, Joe, I'm still live. I am gonna close. Yeah, I am gonna wrap this up in a second because I've got loads of other stuff I need to do. Cool. Right, where was I? Is there anything else we want to look at? Like finally. Ooh, look at the VWAP up here. So yeah, we are. Yay, VWAP. There we go. So now you're close enough. I mean, look, there's not too much more to say on the market right now. Okay, we've had a really nice trade. In fact, we've had a couple during this. So we've had a couple of pretty decent, good fun trades during this session. So yeah, I think I will probably just call it there because I'm getting called. I've got responsibilities to do. When next stream? So we're gonna do the draw for the PRIME XBT thing. So again, if Brian, is this a good entry for a short? I just explained all of that to you, so it's your own choice. It's a take profit level. It's likely to give a reaction back down, but who knows? I'm looking for longs more so than shorts right now. Yeah, next stream possibly tomorrow. Again, I will confirm that tomorrow, but we will do the draw for PRIME XBT, so we will be giving away a $250 voucher, or $250 on PRIME XBT tomorrow. So sign up to the exchange, deposit, take a little trade, do whatever you need to do. So that's the conditions. If you've signed up to the exchange, you've deposited, and you've taken a trade, then you're entered into that and you can win $250. I think literally like 7 people at the moment, so it's a pretty good deal. Yeah, thank you everyone for watching. I hope you enjoyed that. That was good fun. 2 hours marathon. Sometimes we have those. I wasn't expecting too much from today, but there's been some good shit. It's been good fun. There we go. We finish on a high. VWAP touched. I'm going to leave it at that. I'm going to say goodbye because you guys can make a decision on this. Enjoy the rest of the day, and I will see you very soon. Cheers, everyone. Bye.